Hi everyone, it's Jaden with Refusing to be Mediocre, and today's video is all about what you do and don't want in order to create a life that you are excited about and passionate about. So a journaling exercise that I done that I found very powerful and very insightful as to what I do and don't want in life. It's quite easy to say it out loud and think about it when somebody maybe asks you, but actually having it wrote down and in the forefront of your mind can help you let go of some of the don'ts that you don't want in your life, but also to attract things that you do want and to be more of a person that you are proud of. So what I done was I wrote all the things that I do want in key areas of my life. So for example, relationships, finances, health, career and education, the contributions that I wanted to make, like more specific on who I wanted to contribute towards, and the ways that you want to enjoy yourself. And I wrote all the things that I do want and all the things that I don't. So for example, in a relationship, I wrote the traits and aspects of someone that I was looking to attract, and just things that really weren't for me. And for me, that it made it clearer on what I was looking for, and allowed me to not settle when it came to looking for a new partner. And when it came to financial goals, this one's very simple because people are like, oh yeah, I would like a Ferrari, or I would like a big house, like a mansion, and I want to be financially, like a millionaire. But really ask yourself, do you really want these things, and are you willing to do the work in order to get them? If the answer is no, actually put them on your don't list. So yeah, the idea of being a billionaire is great, but are you really wanting to maybe sacrifice a lot of the things that you would have to sacrifice in order to be that? For most people, you don't need to be a millionaire or even a billionaire or even a millionaire to be happy with your financial goals. So it's getting really clear on what your wants are and what your don'ts, and what you are willing to give up and what you're not willing to give up in order to achieve those goals. And a great area to do this with is just like personal goals. So for example, a couple of mine is, my do wants is to be proud and confident of my body, and my don't want is to get to 40 and be overweight and unhappy, and knowing that I could have done something about it way before I'd reached 40. My other do's is that I want to see many beautiful places and experience different cultures around the world. And my don't, obviously, is to have never experienced those and not took the opportunities to fly and experience these trips around the world. And my career or business do's are that I want to own my own businesses, have a team of people that are passionate about what they do, that are excited to grow the brand and the business. And my do not want is to forever be working for somebody else in a job that doesn't necessarily fulfill me and excite me and help me become the best version and serve other people. And get specific on, the more you can write down, the more likely you are to attract these things into your life. So I was very specific, I want to wake up and be excited to start my day, and I want to be around colleagues that are passionate and hardworking and excited to do what they do. I was very specific, and I kept going basically until I couldn't think of anything else. And the same with the do nots. I didn't want to be around people that didn't pull their weight or wasn't very enthusiastic about their jobs. The more I could write what I don't want, really helps to not then settle for people like that around you and in your team. But it also, when you're hiring people, it's much easier to be clear on what your expectations are from them. So for me, I'm very clear about people that I work with, that I want them only if they are passionate and excited about what they do. They're not just doing it because it's another way to bring a source of income in. Like, there's a place for that, and I respect that because I do that. But when it comes to building my brand and my business, I want people that are equally as excited about it. And when you can set that standard and that expectation to them, there's no way that they can fall short or feel like they were unclear on what the mission was. So, and the same this goes for, you know, friendships and relationships. If you're clear on what you do and don't want, you can be more honest about that, and people that maybe don't fit that thing you're looking for, you can be honest in a polite way, and they can, and just be like, sorry, that's just, I'm not that person that you're looking for. And this just helps with being really clear on what you want, so that you attract the right things, people, etc. I hope that makes sense. And your contribution goals are a great one to write down. So like, who's the people you want to support? What charities do you want to contribute towards and give your time and your money to? You know, because these are really things that can pull on your heartstrings and give you that motivation that you need sometimes when you're having an off day, or a day that you're, you know, a bit stressed or overwhelmed with what you've got to do. For me, I remind myself of the charities or the people that I want to help, and this really helps me overcome when I'm sort of stuck in my own head and thinking just about myself. When you start thinking about other people, it can give you a lot more inspiration and motivation to push through. And, you know, with this one, it's not necessarily any you don't want, because most people want to just kind of like help everyone. But if you can get really clear on the people that you do want to help, because you can't help everyone, unfortunately, it will just give you that extra bit of focus, and you can start helping them today. You haven't got to be a millionaire to help other people. It just helps when you can contribute on a larger scale. And for me, that is something that really inspires and motivates me to work harder, so that I can help the people that are in need and that will benefit from my contributions, being time and money. So that's a great goal, sort of just a goal workshop to do, because yes, it's great that we all want nicer homes, cars, you know, clothes, etc. But really, contribution, I think, gives you that fulfillment and that just a different sense of achievement. When you can help other people, not just yourself and your close people, I think it just gets you through hard times. That's just my opinion. And a fun area to work on is your like recreational goals. So what kind of activities do you want to spend your spare time and money doing? You know, for me, I love being outdoors. I love going camping, going on adventures, going to theme parks, anything sort of fun and outdoors, and it's going to get my adrenaline going. Basically, that is the sort of activities that I love to do. And again, writing your don't wants is a good activity, because it can just help with your, you know, with your friendship circles. You know which sort of people that you want to go on certain trips with. So I know that some of my friends are not into camping or, you know, anything sort of hardcore, and I've got friends that would prefer to go for a nice dinner. So I write these down and think of the people that I want to experience them with, and that just again helps me get that visualization and that focus. And again, it's exciting to plan things in the future. I think for me, that's something that helped me actually overcome depression, because I was so stuck in the past and didn't really have anything to look forward to. When I started planning things in the future, it gave me that excitement to, you know, keep going forward and never give up. So that's definitely a fun area to write your do's and don'ts wants, or maybe more your do's and who you want to do them with. And I actually took that one an extra step, and I actually wrote 100 things that I wanted to do that were fun, exciting, just for the pure hell of it. And this was like a bucket list. So I basically wrote out 100 things I wanted to do and experience. And again, it gave me that extra push when I was having days I didn't want to maybe go to work or work on my own stuff and earn income to support me in doing these activities. You know, so many people are about, you know, money's not everything. No, money itself is actually pretty useless. It's just paper and metals and, you know, gold. But what it can give you is a life of pure joy and excitement, and it can give it to the people around you too. And You can actually even give a fun day out to somebody that doesn't have the money to do it themselves. And you know what, that type of feeling when you've given that to somebody as a gift is amazing. So don't always focus on just getting the money. Think of what the money is going to get you, and you're more likely to be excited and pulled towards earning that money rather than just focusing on money. I want to be a millionaire, for example. So I hope that you have fun with this journal exercise, because I always have fun, and I redo it because, you know, we grow and we change, and the things that we do and don't want will change as you get older. So I encourage people to revisit this journal exercise maybe once a year. New Year is always a great time because you can see how you've grown, and maybe the things that you are now interested in or no longer interested in, you can shift these around on your do's and don'ts. So I hope this video was helpful. Drop down some comments below, and thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.